What is going on, guys? It's the Inside the Blue Podcast, episode 74, and today breaking down the Yoshinobu Yamamoto news. It's been a few days, but he's a Dodger. The Yankees miss out on stud Japanese pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and listen, I really thought we were going to get him, and I know I'm not trying to sound like a delusional Yankee fan. There was a real chance that he was going to come to the Yankees. But it sucks that, he comes to the Dodgers, and the Dodgers have now spent over $1 billion in free agency. It's absolutely nuts. Fans are, I think baseball fans are just in shock that the Dodgers are doing this, spending over $1 billion. It's crazy for the sport of baseball, I think, I mean, I look at this Dodgers team, and they are stacked. From top to bottom, expect 100-plus wins from this team with ease, very easily that they're going to win over 100-plus games. They have Shohei Ohtani, one of the best players in baseball, and now they just got one of his better, best friends from, the Japanese squad from the World Baseball Classic. This guy can really throw some heat, and he has some nasty stuff as well. I mean, Jeff Passan said he might come into the MLB and have one of the best curveballs in baseball. So we'll see how much he lives to those expectations and his money, because it's a 12-year, $325 million deal. That's more than Garrett Cole's deal. He makes $324 million. And for the New York Yankees, this would have been a huge signing. You would have Cole and then Yamamoto. I said it so many times. If you can get a good 1-2 punch in baseball, you could be really successful in the postseason. I mean, look at the Philadelphia Phillies. This team has run out Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola, and they've gotten to the, very far in the postseason, and they've beaten good teams. They beat off, the Braves team that everybody was saying that was going to make the World Series. The Phillies own the Phillies own the Braves apparently in the playoffs, but with the New York Yankees, the Houston Astros own the Yankees, and they play on opening day. So no better than a better opening day game than Garrett Cole getting the bump, taking on his former team. Of course, we have Juan Soto now. It's still crazy to me that we have Juan Soto. I really thought we were going to get him, but now it's a reality that he is a New York Yankee wearing Harrison Bader's number 22. And it looks like Jason Dominguez, per Aaron Boone, is making good progress, so that's another good update. Alex Verdugo is excited to play with us. That's always amazing. I expect him to be playing in the leadoff position. He's a good bat, I think, against righties. He's very good, and, then Glaber will lead off against lefties. Alex Verdugo doesn't do amazing against lefties. But anyways, our outfield is set. Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, and Alex Verdugo, and then Jason Dominguez when he comes back from his injury. And then Stanton will DH, yada. Rizzo at first, Glaber at second, Volpe at short, and then LeMahieu at third. Then Austin Wells / Trevino playing at the catcher's spot. But I really do, I'm excited. I want baseball to start right away, and, I think the biggest thing is how many wins are the Dodgers going to get, right? They just get Yamamoto. They still haven't re-signed Clayton Kershaw, so we don't know what is up with that, if he re-signs or not. I know the Texas Rangers are interested in the Clayton Kershaw sweepstakes. Haven't heard anything about the Yankees, and I don't expect them to be in on Clayton Kershaw. But I do expect them to be on some other pitchers, like Blake Snell, like Corbin Burns, like Shane Bieber, like Dylan Cease. They said if they don't get Yamamoto, they're going to, look towards Dylan Cease, pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, and I would love that signing. Trade. You would have to trade for him. Hopefully it's nothing special, like, not a big package like you had to give up for Juan Soto. You gave up a lot of pitching depth. So, I mean, the main thing is to stay healthy, because if they don't stay healthy, pitching could be a main concern for this team. And I think with this Yankees squad, injuries have been an issue for many years, and it's one of the main reasons why they have had major setbacks because they cannot stay healthy and they can't go to the promised land because they never have a fully healthy lineup. We've seen this team healthy. They're a mean squad. They can really, put people in the seats and play good baseball. But when they're not healthy, they look like trash. They look like trash, and we saw it, this past season. 82-80, one of the worst seasons they had in the last 30 years. It was the worst season they had. Offensively, they were terrible. They couldn't hit until the seventh inning. They couldn't do anything right. They couldn't run the bases right. They were seeing like Gleyber Torres or even Franchi Cordero just getting bit. Like the ball is hit on their side. This is taught in Little League. If the ball is hit on your side, you do not run. You do not run. And they run and they get thrown out every single time. Like that is just insanity. And I kind of want a little bit more accountability for these players. I love Booney. I think he's, the right manager, right guy for the clubhouse. A lot of people like him, and Judge loves him. There's no issues with that. And he always protects his players. But I just need to see some more accountability. If that guy's making a mistake, you really gotta talk to him and say you just simply cannot do that, or you will not be playing. I really do think, we're at a point in time where I don't think they got that accountability like they should be. It's just my opinion. I mean, I'm no MLB baseball coach or anything. It's just my opinion. I just think they should be held accountable a little bit more. But I think this team. Look at their starting rotation right now. They got Garrett Cole, reigning Cy Young winner. They got Rodon. They got Nestor Cortez, Clark Schmidt. That's your four. Now they need another five. Is that going to be Frankie Montas? Are they going to spend big money on a guy like Jordan Montgomery again? Bring him back? Or does he not want to come back because Cashman said this guy is not a playoff performer and we can't see him in the playoff rotation? And then he proceeds to play like absolutely insane in the postseason. And props to Gumby, man. I never, I loved when Harrison Bader was here, but I didn't really like giving up Montgomery. I thought he was a very solid pitcher for us. And I know I might get some criticism for that because of his ERA and all of that, but I thought he was a solid pitcher for us. I really liked his stuff. I thought he had a good curveball, solid fastball that can, get up to 95, 96. My opinion, of course. But, of course, this Yankees team has a lot of work to do still. They still need to get that number 5 pitcher, whether it's Montas or even another starter if they want to throw Schmidt in the bullpen again. But they're probably going to get another bullpen pitcher, I assume. They've looked at some players. So it'll be interesting how they go with that. But Juan Soto, man, him and Aaron Judge might just be the best or the second best duo just behind the Dodgers. I mean, Aaron Judge is the best righty bat in the league. And you can have a legit argument that Juan Soto is the best left-handed bat. I mean, there's a lot of names out there. Of course, Freddie Freeman, Matt Olson, they all had great years. Bryce Harper, if you want, a lot of good names. But I think this duo is really freaking good. And agree with me or not, Aaron Judge and Juan Soto are one of the best duos in baseball, if not the best. And I look at them both. Both are going to be fighting for an MVP for sure. Whether it's Aaron Judge winning it, whether it's Juan Soto winning it. Both of them are crazy good talent. And I'm very glad the Yankees have them because the Yankees need them. The big question for this Yankees team is for the payroll they have, where are the great players? Juan Soto's a great player, and they got him. That's huge. I'm not trying to be a spoiled Yankee fan, but you want to have the greatest players on your team. And that's what George Steinbrenner said. And that's even what Brian Cashman said in his press conference. George Steinbrenner said all the great players should be on the New York Yankees. And they just got Juan Soto, and he's 25. That's the other thing. This guy is 25 years old, He's going to be an amazing player for the next 10, 12 years. But with the Yankees, and I'm not going to put my predictions out yet of how many wins, how many home runs is Judge going to get, how many RBIs or walks is Soto going to get. We're not going to get into that yet. We're just breaking down this Yamamoto news and why it's so crazy, because he's an LA Dodger, and I really did think we were going to get him. We did not. And I'm not trying to be a spoiled Yankee fan, but I never thought he was going to go to the Mets. I really didn't. I think if he wanted to come for historical and legacy, it was the Dodgers or the Yankees. That's not trying to be me saying it's me being spoiled and saying, oh, because I'm a Yankee fan, he's never going to go to the Mets. Why the hell would he go to the Mets? I'm not saying that. I just think in terms of, both teams, he should invest in the Yankees or Dodgers. He decided to play with Yamamoto, Ohtani, and that was his ultimate decision. He wanted to stay with Ohtani and play with the Dodgers. You can't blame the guy. The Yankees front office, Hal Steinbrenner, Brian Cashman put their full foot forward. They gave him $300 million, $30 million for the next 10 years. They did their job. They gave him the money. It's just that he wanted to play with Shohei Ohtani, and that's what it came down to. It sucks that we didn't get him, but that's sometimes just how things work. And with Yamamoto, as much as he's not a Yankee, you're coming to the Bronx, pal. June 7th, I think it is, and it's going to get loud. It's going to get real loud, Yamamoto. They're going to be booing you. They're going to say horrible things, because that's just what Yankee fans do. They really trash the other team. But that's what Yankee fans do. They've been doing it all their life. They did it to Alex Verdugo when he was a Red Sox, and now he's a Yankee. So, but yeah, they're going to be screaming at Yamamoto, booing him, trashing him. It's going to be a great series, nonetheless, at the Bronx. Yankees getting Juan Soto. Aaron Judge is on their team. Garrett Cole, Yamamoto, Ohtani, Freeman, Betts, Will Smith. Why not? Throw him in there. It's going to be a battle. That game, that series, I really want to go to. I really hope I am around, because, man, if I'm there, Yankees versus Dodgers, and, they have, Garrett Cole going, and hopefully they sign a player, maybe, or, Dylan Cease is going, because, the Yankees somehow trade for him. I'm a man of the future. Dylan Cease is a New York Yankee. Maybe that happens. Hopefully it happens. He's not that bad of a pitcher. I don't think they're going to get Blake Snell, though. I think Blake Snell is going to go, to, Boston or yeah, honestly, I could very well see Blake Snell pitching in Boston. I don't know why. I don't think he's going to come to the Yankees, but the thing is with Blake Snell is he only goes 5 innings. That's my issue with him, and that's why I'm not going to pay him $120, $30+ million if you're only going to pitch 5 1/3, 2 earned runs, 3 earned runs, and 4 Ks. I want 6+. Your bullpen should not be coming out in the 5th inning because you can't pitch more than 5 innings. That shouldn't happen. Your bullpen should be coming out late 6th inning, 7th inning. I can't have us blowing through the bullpen because Blake Snell can't pitch 7 innings. I love Blake Snell. He's one of my favorite pitchers. I'm not going to lie. Ever since he made his debut and all that, I've always liked Blake Snell. But listen, the Yankees have a lot of options at pitching. We have Juan Soto. Yamamoto's a Dodger. Baseball is crazy. We just saw a franchise spend $1 billion in free agency on 2 players, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, hope I got his name right, and Shohei Ohtani. Baseball is crazy, but anyways, let's go Yankees, baby. It's going to be a fun year. I know it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.